I woke up this morning and I realized a few things. It's been kind of the culmination of everything that I've been learning in the past few months. One of the things I've been learning has been holistic healing, just learning to use my intuition to help people heal. So connecting with them telepathically and then being able to heal people even when I'm not in session. So the power of understanding that positive thought has on an individual who is in a lower frequency of thought, right? Now that's one thing. Second thing is computer science, learning about how complex forms can be simplified through code, how chaos can be simplified through code, which is really formalized thought, which is really organized thought. Okay. The third thing that I've been diving into, I've been progressing in my trading. I've been trading for a few years now, and now I'm getting in a place where I'm able to trade with no specific strategy, more so using what I've learned and integrating that into every new session that I'm getting into and using my intuition to really bring it all together. So using my intuition to capture the biggest move and make the biggest gains in the day. And I'm almost past. I've almost passed my trading challenge. So it's been working, right? And so through this, I've been learning about how, and doing all of this while being a father, okay? And also looking to improve my relationship with my wife and my son, and also working a job and improving the environment there also through my thought and through my uh, state of being. And so through this, I've recognized that uh, when I've entered the flow, when I've entered these states of like complete alignment with the moments, when I enter those moments, it really feels effortless, almost as if I am not doing anything. For example, if I'm trading, it almost takes away if I think more about what I'm doing. If I just allow myself to let go, there's moments where I just stop looking at the screen, I walk away and I go do something else, and it plays out the way I've been seeing it in my mind. And even a few days ago, like I think it was Thursday morning after my trading session, I meditated and I received an image of what was in of a big play that I could enter, and that play just played out just as I imagined it. Um, it was going to be three swing lows and then a final shutdown towards the short as a short. I was able to capture half of that move and make a big gain. Um, but I realized that the less I thought about it, the more easily my life became. Okay, and so the reason I said this because if you think about something, it really comes down to how much you're thinking about it and in what way you're thinking about it. So if you're thinking about it a lot and it's positive thought, then you're really setting forth a lot of positive momentum in your direction. But I feel like there's a point where you don't have to think about it anymore, and you just let it go, and so the universe will align these things for you. And it's the same thing with people with healing. Uh, Once you remove the barrier that is holding people back, whether it be a thought or an emotion or something that they haven't been acknowledging in their process, when you remove it and you clear it, and there's a vacuum that's created, and in that vacuum is that space for potential, for positive impact. And so when I removed my thoughts around my negative beliefs around money, that created a vacuum that allowed for me to actually just not even think about what life I wanted, but just be in that space of not thinking negatively, not believing negatively, and that allowed for my whole life to just completely switch, you know. Um, and so now I have no fear around money. I have no greed around money. It's more so I'm not also letting myself be dictated by money. That's still not completely there. I'd say it's 80% there. But what I want to say, the high frequency thought that came to me today was that there's a reason why people, the higher beings, are not physical, because the higher beings are really meditating you. Your higher self is meditating you. And so I realized like there's been some days where I feel so detached, and it's not in a way that's not committed because I'm in service, like I'm serving kids, I'm working with students, I'm working with my wife, like but there's a sort of detachment that is almost so in faith of everything that's happening. It's like it's supposed to be happening. And there's a sense of relief and almost surrender, almost as if it was always supposed to be there, as if I was always supposed to be not worrying, not thinking. And if I thought it's only supposed to be in the light, towards the things that should work out, towards the things that I know are true. And and so slowly but surely my relationships have been transforming. The world, the physical world around me is shaping around me. And I feel like I'm levitating. It's like I'm walking, but I'm not in my shoes. I'm floating. And it's through my thought that I create the ground. And I feel like it's akin. I think this is what enlightenment really is. And if I had to guess, this would be what. If I had to say it, I'd say that I'm becoming enlightened. And there's such a discrepancy in how people see that word and the true experience of it. I think that um, there's a reason though, because I woke up to and I was like, wow, I think I just came out of a meditation. Like if sleep was a meditation, I just came out of it into my waking life. And so this life isn't the real life, but there's a reason why I have my consciousness focused into this one particular life. And so I realized that with this detached way of being, I have more power. I'm able to, if I know what I want and I can fix my attention to that and know what it is, I let it go and it manifests. Um, and so I don't move as if I'm in the environment. I move as if I know what's coming. Um, and so the high frequency thought is that you are being meditated. And if you can get in alignment with that which is meditating you, you can really structure your life in a way that resembles the highest of all. And the reason that the masters are not physical is because the masters, people like Jesus, people like the Buddha, the Tibetan, um, because I'm deep into esotericism, the reason they're not physical is because they have more leverage in the mental realm. And it actually makes sense to me now because it is in the mental realm that you have the most leverage. Before action, thought precedes action, right? And that is not always true with everybody because there's some people that are driven by emotion, so emotion precedes action. But when you are in clarity, emotion dissolves, or it becomes absolute. It becomes something like joy, or it becomes something like clarity. And that is an emotion still, but now it's what allows for the thought to come in. And so thought precedes action, and so thought precedes creation, and so thought it is your thoughts that create your reality. And so we are really through the form of our thoughts, we create the form of the physical. And for me, it's like if I'm meditating, then if I could just meditate for like 30 minutes, I have shifted the physical realm in by 3 hours. That's how it feels like. That's how I'm sensing it. It's like I'm coming to this realization that if I can meditate for 30 minutes or even for 3 seconds, give my thought this embellished sense of attention, then in 3 days, I have shifted my life in 3 days. Like I have done 3 days of work through 3 seconds of attention. That's how it feels like right now. And so this doesn't make any sense because you have to live it and you have to also be in it. Like I wouldn't be able to say this and understand it as a truth if I wasn't so accustomed to living in the mundane world. Like I'm okay when I'm uncomfortable with the physical and I want to be in the physical. But I just know that it's better to be moving as if I'm not in the physical now. And doing so, I redefine what it means to be physical. By redefining what it means to be physical, I mean like I know that this is happening right now, and I know that it's leading to somewhere, and so through my thought, I guide that. And so that's what it means to be a creator. Okay, so that's the high frequency thought, and I'm just beginning to get deeper into this. I've also been away from social media just because this is kind of the culmination of that, also from YouTube. But there will be more to come around this way of being. It's a lucid way of being, right? So thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.